Hey, how you feel?
feel?
How you feel that we about to have a narrative shift very soon? Huh?
Oh, with Battlefield?
You saw that trailer update? That shit was looking good.
Retribution.
The updates was looking good, bro. I don't know what Halo doing, but
10 years from now, people gonna go back. He's the one that got it right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? Maybe we were too harsh on you. He did see the.
Wait, is the response on it positive? I didn't read the article. I just know they're fixing it.
You know, motherfuckers that were convinced that the game was fucking ass to begin with, and it could never be good. They're just gonna constantly say it's
I don't think they ever played it.
Yeah, but like, you know how we said, like, yeah, it definitely needs some like tune-ups here and there, but there's definitely like a solid foundation here. They're basically adjusting like everything. Like, you know, people complain about the specialist shit, so they've kind of like redirected them into the whole class system. So like, even though you have the individuals, they're like categorized in their said class that they belonged in.
So which is basically they're doing a whole breakdown on it, like they're rechanging.
Yeah, so they're taking all the specialists, and they're still like, you still pick the one you want, right? But instead they're putting all their gadgets into like a category. So assault, engineering, So now like those characters belong inside that category, so they can like apparently use those gadgets. So I guess like the grapple hook is not just McKay's, like whatever her name is, the black chick, she can do it too or something like that. But like other characters, specialists can't use those. So like if they're in recon, they can't use the grapple hook. It's only for assault characters. So like that was something because people were bitching about how the gadgets felt worthless because no one had class identity. So now they're giving them all class identity, and then they're overhauling like all the base maps. So like all the maps that had like terrible level design because there was open fields where motherfuckers could shoot you.
Yeah,
but
here's
kill
the
boxes,
thing, though.
all that shit's fixed.
Here's the thing, though. Do you think there's enough time to salvage it, though? I mean,
I think so.
Battlefield isn't a game that's designed to wait 10 years to get good.
No, because when
it took like 2 years to fix Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
and nobody played it after that though. By the time
no, that's not true. It's considered one of the greatest of all time, and they still play it to this day. That's not true.
Yeah, people literally said Battlefield 4 is now one of the greatest games of all time. Like one of the best Battlefield games. Like it completely changed the narrative. And granted, like I played that shit. That shit was broken 3 DLCs in. They dropped 3 massive DLCs that, mind you, we paid for. That shit wasn't even free.
I think Battlefield 5 right now.
I think the culture.
I
think the culture is different compared to when Battlefield 4 launched compared to when.
Oh, if 5 launched now, that would have been unacceptable.
When 4 launched, I think people were just making game reviews and like telling it how it is. By the time 2042 came out, that's when like this hate culture was like prevalent. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I think about it, Battlefield 2042 never blue screened my PC, but Battlefield 4 did.
I never.
But 2042 got way more hate.
2042 never blue screened my computer. It never straight up made me play the game at like 15 frames per second as a slideshow. It never did that shit. It wasn't like, it had some issues, but it was never to the point where like it was completely unplayable. But like Battlefield 4, I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia. I was just like, I have videos of me going back to when Battlefield 4 first launched. I still can go back and watch them all, and it was terrible. It was like the netcode was busted. The game just did not play. It was impossible to play because people were teleporting all over the map. People were getting kicked out of servers because of the anti-cheat. It was bad. And then that fucking web browser shit was terrible, man. People couldn't join servers. It was not a good game when it launched.
The game dropped to 5,000 daily players. Battlefield 2042. That's shitty.
No, it's not. It's not really not, because that's just Steam. That doesn't include any of the Xbox people. It doesn't include any of the PlayStation people, and it doesn't include any of the crossplay. Like when you add crossplay, there's no such. There's no
the Origin servers too, right?
Yeah, and I'm assuming you're only looking at Steam, right? So it doesn't even show you.
It just says PC. I guess it is Steam.
That's Steam, right?
Yeah.
Origin's not even counted in that count. So that's actually
but to put it in
not
perspective,
bad.
Super Auto Pets get 7,000 concurrent days.
But here's a good example. Here's a good example, right? Like I'll give you an example. This is what everybody was pointing out, right? That when Season 1 dropped, like Battlefield was bad. Like on Steam, it had 1,000, maybe 2,000 people playing it. Right? Then when Season 1 dropped, it jumped back up like astronomically high. Like it reached its peak, like I think close to its peak that it had at launch. So that's a sign to know that players still want this game. Like they still want to play it.
Peak was 100,000.
Yeah, and then I think if you look at when Season 1 came out, which is when me and Chaos were playing it, I think it was like 4 months ago, you'll see that there's a bigger bump. If you go back, you'll see there's a big bump where like Season 1 had dropped and a bunch of people returned to the game. Now that wouldn't happen if everyone thought the game was ass and they didn't want to play it. That Season 1 wouldn't have meant shit and it would have died. I'll give you a good example. If you check Halo stats, look at Halo player stats on Steam and then compare it. It's that's something where it's like, yeah, it's bad.
Those stats you can just pull up on Steam, right? For
Yeah,
those. Let me see.
because Halo only has Steam and that's it. They don't have any other. Well, I mean they have Xbox, so you can count Xbox.
Where did I find the stats at? What did it say?
I got you.
Halo just sucks.
Steam sex. Well, yeah, like if you check Halo, right?
View my
Like Halo has Xbox has their own top 20. Halo, your own top flagship, shot down on their own on the Xbox app itself. Halo only has 5,000 people right now playing, or 5,700, 5.7 players playing it right now. Average last 30 days. Well, it's lower. Average players has been in the last 30 days 3,600.
Where do you see that at? Where do you see that? Just type in the game.
I got you. Yeah, no. Here, do you use Steam apps?
No.
Here you go. This is what you should use. Use this. Yeah, this will like literally like show you the stats.
Got some Steam charts for you right here, baby.
Like, and this is why it's important, right? Look at the plus, right? See the green? That's the sign that they did a content update. So when Halo did their update in May, I'm assuming that was like season 2. That's all they got, right? That's like a 21 boost. But if you go back, if you look at Battlefields, it's 226% jumped because of season 1. That was in June. That's a sign. That's like a really good denominator that like, yeah, people want to play this game.
It's not even, it's at 4,000 now though.
It's not even close. It's not even fucking
mad. Look, Halo's beating Battlefield though. Your Battlefield you're talking about. I mean, I see your percent gain, but that's not even.
Yeah, but your percent gain, but that's what I'm talking about is the percent gain, right? Like you're naturally gonna have people who are gonna regress off the game because there's, it's just the same content, right? But I'm saying is like that's how you know if a game is truly like dying is you look at when they push updates to the game and you see how much does that influence people to want to get back on the game. Now, if all these people were telling the truth, right, that the game's dead, no one wants to play this game, right? Like too little, too late, right? You'd see people wouldn't go back on, right? Because they'd be like, I don't care about this game anymore. I wouldn't play it, right? But to show that they dropped an update and they went up 228%, that's like a definitive sign that like people still want to play this game. It's just they want the whatever it is, the content, the update, the fixes, stuff like that. They just want that for the game.
Auto pets. Let's see where they're at.
What is super auto? Hold on. What is super auto?
I don't know, but it was ahead of Battlefield, so I gotta see why. Look, here's your thing.
Not no
more.
I've been listening to this conversation for the last hour since I was in the gym. This nigga's just been hate watching shit, bro. This man sat here and hate on Saints Row for like an hour straight. Then we get on Battlefield. Now he's talking about super pets and shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about how dead the game is. Battlefield's dead.
I'm not mad. I'm here for it. Hate watching is funny.
That is funny. It's a funny time.
Let's see which Battlefield gets more views right now. Battlefield 5 right now.
I think Battlefield 5 is higher. I think Battlefield 5 has more people right now.
Didn't 1 come out after 5? Or was 1 first?
No, 1 came out.
I think it came out after. I thought it was after.
No, 1. It went.
Was it Battlefield 1 and then Battlefield 5? Yeah, no, I don't think it's 5 that it went back to 1. Are you sure?
Yeah, no. 5 has more people playing it.
No, but I'm talking about the order it came out. Which one came out first?
No. It went Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, and then Battlefield 2142.
Jesus Christ, man!
I forgot about Hardline. It went Battlefield 4, Hardline, then I think Battlefield 1, then Battlefield 5. Them niggas don't know their numbers, dog. They thought they were being cute with the whole it's World War One, so called Battlefield 1.
Somebody said Battlefield's far from dead. People are agreeing with Ethos. They said you hate watching Siggy.
Battlefield 1 has more concurrent viewers than Battlefield 2042, so now I would argue that Battlefield 2042 isn't dead.
Well, Battlefield it should though because it's in a better condition.
It's in a better condition and it has more content. That's how like a lot of people do. Like I'm pretty sure like if I check
I told you Battlefield 4 nobody play 1,000 people, so that shit is not. He might be the greatest Battlefield, but I'm just saying people aren't playing it now.
But that's a lot of people.
1,000? Auto Pets was more. I just told you that.
1,000? What are you talking about? Battlefield 5?
Battlefield
5 has.
I'm talking Battlefield 4.
Oh,
1,000.
Hold on. Considering the fact the game came out in 2013, Siggy,
2014, yeah,
and there's still that many people playing.
Oh, you want to bring up 2013? All right, let me bring up GTA real quick. Let's see what
this guy. No,
well, we all know GTA 5 is an anomaly.
I'm just saying. Let's not use the age. Let's not use the age.
You can't use
121,000 concurrent in that game at the same time.
I mean, but if we want to be technical, Siggy, that game has been re-released how many times?
Yeah, okay. Well, then let me use Grand Theft Auto 4 then that has more. There you go. That was even
4 does not have more.
It does. 2,300 concurrent.
What? Where?
Right here. It just says 2,326.
I don't think it's I don't think it's fair to compare a first-person tactical shooter to the metaverse.
Well, a single-player game.
At this point, GTA is not GTA anymore. That's metaverse shit. It's something completely different than it.
I'm talking about 4 though.
That's second. That's the new Second Life. I don't think it's fair to compare the two.
All right.
Let's not act like people
Still
have better
Battlefield.
lives in Grand Theft Auto. They're in there gang banging, pimping,
Let's talk about Call
being
of Duty then.
doctors.
I mean, Anthony Davis hasn't got injured in Grand Theft Auto yet, so you know that shit got.
There you go. Black Ops 3 destroys them all.
How much does Black Ops 3 even have?
5,000 average.
I like how we were supposed to be talking about Saints Row. Just totally went all
Now I
about
want to hate on
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Hey.